the Valhalla IM3000 all-in-one home gym. We want to walk you through all of the systems to make this up, and then we'll deep dive them individually to tell you what makes them special. We'll also address some comments we've heard on social media and from different reviewers to talk about why we made specific design decisions on different elements of this unit. This is an all-in-one machine, but what is that? Significantly, it's a cable system. We have functional trainer, upper pulley, lower pulley, self-spotting lifting bar, fully operational half rack, chin-up station with adjustable multi-grip handles, integrated landmine, integrated barbell storage, integrated plate storage, integrated suspension anchor point for straps or resistance bands, 5 accessory hooks, and nobody else has this, a magnetic Valhalla emblem. Stick it wherever you want. Let's jump in and talk about each one of these in greater detail. Our cable system is special for a lot of reasons. Mostly because we kept it simple, not just because our functional trainers are 2-to-1 ratio, but because our high and low pulleys pull from one central point off of both stacks. And that's because of a proprietary linking device we developed. Our cable system is 2 parts, the functional trainers and the higher and lower pulleys. Functional trainers are on a 2-to-1 ratio, individually pulling from each stack 10 pounds to 200 pounds. With a 2-to-1 ratio of 5 pounds to 100 pounds each. What makes this special is that we minimized cable routing. What that does, it allows you to pull the weight stack at 10 pounds and it actually feels like 5 pounds. Our trolleys and pulleys are special because we kept them simple and light by design. Popular alternatives like tornado arms or things with more cable routing create more friction. By reducing the number of bends in our cables, when you pull 5 pounds, you feel like you're pulling 5 pounds. So the functional trainer trolleys are very light, and we did that by design. You'll notice there's no handle here, which is common on other units. A person may, with a heavier unit, need a handle to operate this trolley. Ours is so light, you can do it with one hand without a handle. Let me show you how it's intended to be used. From the inside, light, easy, smooth. Another aspect of our functional trolleys is the numbered uprights. When we first released this unit, the numbers were on the outside. A popular reviewer mentioned that change, and as we've let him know, we want to let you know why we made that change. The owner of Ironmaster, who had this unit in his house and was training on it for months before we released it for production, realized that when he's working out in here, moving from station to station, he was operating it by one hand, reaching to the outside, but he was looking for the numbers on the inside. A designer would approach this and say, yeah, you're right, we need the numbers here, that makes sense, because that's the way it looks like it should be designed. But when you actually train with something and you have that anecdotal knowledge, this was, after months of use, what the owner and designer decided was the best solution. We spent a lot of time choosing these handles. We were going to go with a heavier stainless steel. We decided to go with a little more expensive aluminum for one reason. You want to walk away from your workout without worrying about chips, so we gave you the lighter handle. The orientation of our uprights for our functional trainers are a traditional width, and our intention is to create a traditional cable crossover capability. Reverse flies, a number of exercises. A comment we received on social media was that this is old school and that the new school method is pressing from behind to forward rather than from the side to the center. Our thought on that is that this motion is best done on a bench press, which we have available on our self-spotting machine or free weights. Our upper and lower pulley, also part of our cable system, pull from both stacks for a combined weight of 20 pounds to 400 pounds. On our upper pulley, we have integrated lap bar storage, so you never have to replace the handle. Once it's there, you're done with your workout, put it back. Our lower pulley, after receiving a lot of feedback from our IM2000, or you'll see across a lot of different machines on the market now, you're seated on the floor. We really wanted to get people off the floor, so we've got a bench height lower pulley. Pulls at a 1-to-1 ratio from both stacks, 20 pounds to 400 pounds, just like the upper pulley, which is a lot of weight for serious home lifters. We also have a built-in bracket here that allows you to attach our belt squat attachment, but you don't have to hook up to multiple carabiners, just one carabiner for both stacks. Our version of a Smith machine is this self-spotting lifting bar. It operates on the same principles, but it's very different. The lockout holes are only an inch apart. You're not going to find yourself struggling between one hole to get back to the next and finding yourself in an uncomfortable position. Our lockout hook faces downwards, so as you're trying to lock out, gravity pulls you in and tighter. Included standard with this system is our extra long bar pad. We built it just for this because this bar, as you're doing lat pulls, can be used to lock your legs down, and this is designed to help you do that in comfort. Move the self-spotting bar out of the way, you've got your half rack. We have bar hooks and spotting arms available. We didn't include them because not everybody wants to do Olympic lifts, and we don't want to create waste. The multi-grip handles are removable. You can move from parallel grips to neutral grips easily. The tightening knobs are knurled, and we've moved them to the bottom for easier access. You may be asking, why include barbell storage and landmine attachment if we're not going to include bar hooks and spotter arms? Well, it's because we believe most of our customers are not necessarily doing Olympic free weights. The option's available if they want to, but most of our customers do have or will be purchasing a barbell and Olympic weights. On each side of the unit, you'll find integrated plate storage. These are spaced, so whether you have bumper plates or standard Olympic plates, it'll fit all of them from top to bottom. We could have included a low row bar, like the one we sell on Ironmaster.com. You may prefer a different brand or the fixed one we offer. That's up to you, but you can decide later. One popular reviewer said this is perfectly priced. Well, actually, since then, we've dropped prices across our entire product line, including on the Valhalla. One reviewer said, this thing is huge. Well, we actually want to comment about that because it's actually smaller than your common 6-post power rack. At 88 inches high, 79 inches wide, and 62 inches deep, it's actually a very compact unit. We designed this to be no wider than a barbell, so when you're loading, doing free weights, or using the self-spotting lifting bar, you're operating it, it's the same footprint as a power rack, and just a few inches taller than a barbell. With the landmine located in the back, you're not taking up valuable space in your garage out in front. It's about the same space required to operate the cable crossovers. Whether you have this in home or studio or your garage, you can work out on alone safely or with your partner. It functions effectively as a multi-station unit. We put a lot of time and thoughtful consideration into every system of this unit. We think you'll find it to be value-packed, compact, and safe. Perfect for your home gym.